Hello, hello, and welcome back to Travel Talk with Heber Travel. This is your travel agent, travel specialist, one of us from Heber Travel. This is Mike Baxter, and today we are going to talk all about Norway, that beautiful country up north in the Scandinavian. It's one of the Scandinavian countries. Let's just jump right into a map. So as you can see on this map, you can kind of picture out where North America is. You can also see where South America is in Africa. And if you look up in the top right-hand corner, that is Norway. It's a Scandinavian country. Has Norway, Sweden is right next to it, and Finland is on the other side. Kind of connects all of them. Norway is all coastal, pretty much all coastal. Wonderful place to go, pretty close to the Arctic Circle, so it does kind of experience a lot of the weather that we have here in the Northeast, but also up in Canada, and it kind of reminds me a lot of Alaska, but with a major European twist. So if we get into our next little photo here, this is a little bit more close up of Norway. And as you see, Oslo is the capital right there. We have Lillehammer, which is where the 1994 Olympics were. That was the first time they switched from every. They used to have the winter and summer Olympics on the same year. So I think 1992 was the last time they did that, and then they shifted it over. So now every 2 years you have a winter and then a summer and then a winter. And we're getting ready to have our Winter Olympics coming up very soon, like within a month. Probably within a couple of weeks of posting this video. But Lillehammer was the first one. They did it 2 years after the previous, so it was 1994. And so they're famous for that. They also will be well recognized in the Winter Olympics, being a Scandinavian country. As you see, we have Norway, and then you have Sweden and Finland. And if you look up in the top right-hand corner, they touch Russia. So, I mean, that's where we're looking at. You can visit Norway both during the summer and during the winter. It's basically the same seasons we kind of have. They do get a little colder than us, and they don't get quite as warm, but they do get pretty warm. But the main reason to go to Norway is the Aurora Borealis, also known as the Northern Lights. Look at this phenomenal picture. The photographer is taking a photo of another photographer who's taking a photo of the Northern Lights. I believe this is in northern Norway on one of the coastal towns. You can tell the lady is not standing or the photographer's not standing on water, but standing on ice. So it's a colder, and that's a good time to go ahead and see the Northern Lights up in the northern part of Norway. But other good reasons. I mean, if you go during the summer, like kayaking in the fjords, and if you go during the winter, this is the Source Nova Ice Hotel, and that was the honeymoon suite at the Source Nova Ice Hotel, which is pretty cool. This is a picture of skating in Lillehammer, which is pretty neat. Of course, I said that's where the Olympics were. You see the water freezes over, and then they build an ice path so you can skate for miles. I mean, you kind of see that in videos in like Canada and stuff, but they do that over there. So pretty cool stuff. I mean, they do have ice hotels. You can also get your snowmobiling, your cross country skiing, your snowshoeing, dog sledding. I mean, all those winter sports are big time up there, and it's a great place to visit during that time of the year. So it's primarily December through March. Their summer months are kind of similar to ours, and then there's other things to see during the summertime, and we'll talk about that here real soon. But this is a really cool picture. So this is the coastal town of Alesund, which is kind of near the gateway of the fjords. It's a really cool picture as you see. Like, look how closely, like in the middle of the picture, like these buildings are built directly on the water. and it's just, I mean, it's beautiful. They have it's kind of reminds you of like in the Caribbean, like a Curacao or Bonaire, where they have a very lively, colorful buildings and stuff. Same idea that they have over in Norway, and it's just a great place to visit in that. And so we'll get into specifically some reasons to visit Norway. I would say one of the top reasons to visit Norway is, of course, the Northern Lights. Um, I mean, that's a pretty big experience in and of itself if you get to see that. It could be different colors and different nights. I mean, it's just the way that the atmosphere is with the light bouncing off of it, which produces those colors. And I've been told by anybody who's ever seen Northern Lights, I mean, they're absolutely beautiful, and Norway is very well known for the Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis. The midnight sun kind of reminds you of Alaska, where the sun doesn't necessarily set; it sits on the horizon. So, if you are there during the midnight sun, you're probably not going to be able to sleep very well, kind of like Alaska does. So it's that same type of premise. Fauna. Now, if you're not sure what fauna is, basically fauna is animals. And so if you were to go to Norway, the biggest things you'll find in Norway, especially like during the winter time, you can find polar bears, reindeer, like, you know, I mean, you're not far from Santa, you know, technically up in the North Pole. So, I mean, you find that type of stuff, orca, so your killer whales, and then salmon is a big thing in Norway, including like king crab and stuff like that. So it does pretty similar to what Alaska, you know, what you might find in Alaska. So you have to kind of think of it the same way. It just has a bit of a, I mean, extremely European vibe. And of course, I mean, history wise, a lot of people think of like a Norway and a Sweden. You think of Vikings. You know, when we talked about Italy, we talked about the Roman Empire. So now if you think of Norway, you're thinking of like Vikings, you know, Viking ships sailing, and they attacked like northern Britain and stuff like that. Basically like pirates before we thought of pirates, that theory. A lot of history with that. And of course, another reason to visit, Norway has been consistently, since they started, I mean, someone made a survey for it, and they started doing it, I think, in like 2002, something like that. So, like, the last 19 years, Norway has been one of, like, the top 10, top 5 happiest countries based off of what they do. And, you know, most of the time we ever send people to Norway, people come back saying that, you know, the people are really a really great part of what you're getting in Norway. Very friendly, happy-go-lucky. You know, we also see they have like you know, pre-COVID, they had you know, it's a big place to go to see like festivals, like music festivals and stuff like that. I mean, it's been the Norway and that type of area is pretty popular for those type of things. So if you're younger and you're looking for that, I mean, it's a great place to go during the summertime, and then during the winter time, you get your winter sports, you know, your skiing, your snowboarding, cross country skiing, snowshoeing, dog sleds. I mean, during the summer, you get hiking and kayaking and camping and that type of stuff, and then your winter sports too. So I mean, it's pretty much the basis, very generalization of Norway. Really cool place to visit. I've not personally been myself, but it is on my bucket list. I definitely want to hit Norway, Sweden, and Finland at some point in my next 10, 15, 20 years of my life. I definitely want to hit those. They've always been on my bucket list, so it's a place that I really want to go, and I was excited to kind of review and look at some of the things to make this video. But if you are interested in going, of course, you can give us a call at Heber Travel. We have sent people there to Norway. We do know a lot about it, and you know, be on the lookout. I mean, we've been talking about doing some group stuff, and Norway is a focus of that. Norway is maybe Finland and Sweden too. So we are looking at that. So you can always reach out or check out our website for that. Of course, if you like this video, it gave you some inspiration, some ideas. Please subscribe and like the video. And if you have any questions or comments, please reach out to us, either here on YouTube or on any one of our social media. And of course, be safe. Please use a travel advisor as best you can. I mean, this time and day, we are working so hard to make sure that we are keeping you safe, and that your travel, and that you're really don't have to work as hard as others do in order to travel safely. So please reach out to us. Of course, this was all about Norway. We're going to keep doing all these type of videos. We want to talk about all the places around the world that we send our clients to, and what they like, and just give you some thoughts, some inspiration, and some hope that we'll be all doing that really, really soon. Till next time, Mike out.